Have you ever been caught between the life you wanted and the life you felt you needed? 2 years ago, I left home for the very first time.
This is us leaving. Or, well, we're going to our gate now. And we'll be leaving soon.
New home, new job, new location. And 2 years ago to this date, I came back home. But why did I leave in the first place?
I'm just taking my break. It is 2:15. I'm heating up my food and just a couple more hours to go, about 4 more hours, and then I'll be able to go home.
I was burnt out. I became an ICU nurse in August of 2019. Back then, I thought my biggest challenge would be learning how to handle the demands of ICU nursing. But just a few months into 2020, the world froze. A pandemic swept across the globe, and I had to grow up fast as a nurse. Lives depended on me, a 24-year-old still fresh out of school. We saved some people, but we lost so much more. I witnessed more death than I could have ever imagined. I remember the flashing lights and alarming tones of monitors and holding people's hands as they took their last breath. All while their families could only watch through their phones. I was tired, burnt out, and starting to lose sight of why I'd become a nurse in the first place. By 2022, the world was opening back up, so I took this chance to get a fresh perspective on my life and career. So I left home. I thought this would be the next step to my dream career as a CRNA. I would work at academic hospitals and level 1 trauma centers, getting the hands-on experience I needed. I had the chance to work in various ICUs, from medical and cardiac to trauma and neuro. But I started to realize that it didn't really matter where I worked. Everywhere, people were sick, maybe even more so in these academic hospitals. Although I was paid more, I still felt exhausted. Exhausted by the number of sick patients, by the messy power dynamics, and by the politics that sometimes made patient care harder than it needed to be. On my days off, though, I felt rejuvenated. Exploring the lush green landscapes of the Pacific Northwest, feeling the sun of California, and reconnecting with loved ones in Texas. These moments gave me life again, and I had so many firsts. My first music festival.
Welcome to the festival.
Maybe when I'm meant to be acquainted.
My first concerts in the States. Even going to Disneyland and letting my inner child run free. And the best part? Experiencing it all with my partner, friends, and family. But when it was just the two of us, my partner and I missed home. I missed our friends and family. I missed our boy Clam. And I missed the warm sand and the peaceful sound of waves lapping against the shores of Guam. In those quiet moments, I realized the life I wanted wasn't tied to some hospital. But maybe it wasn't out here either. So, when my contract ended, we made the decision to return home. Coming back wasn't just a return to my old life. It was a fresh start with a new perspective. I returned to my old workplace with different goals in mind. I wanted to build the life I dreamed of right here at home. On Guam, where people often leave to find a better life, I wanted to create that life here. Honestly though, home isn't cheap and opportunities are scarce. And the common narrative is that many of Guam's children leave for better opportunities. Some find them, some don't, and some experience what we did. Join the newness, but a homesickness that never truly fades. I wanted to make enough money to enjoy life like I did on those days off during my travel contract, so I tried a bunch of new things. Drop shipping, online tutoring, and a few other side hustles. Eventually, I began posting on social media and writing a blog about my experiences as a travel nurse. Honestly though, I haven't touched that blog in a while, and now I focus more on short form content on Instagram. It's all part of figuring out what I want to do. And today, I know what I want to do. I want to share my life, my experiences, and my stories. I want to inspire you to create a life you love, whether you're at home or somewhere new.
So, tell me, what life are you building? Because I can't wait to see where our journeys take us. Let's figure out life together, one step at a time.